听得见吗？聞こえますか？听得见吗？ Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me check. 听得见吗？喂？听得见吗？ Can you hear me? Okay. It means it's okay. Good morning. Now it's morning. I can hear you. Okay. Great. So today we are going to learn Chinese characters together. It's a little dark, right? I need to turn on another light. Okay. I think now it's better. Okay. So I think now it's okay. So what are we going to learn today? We are going to learn Chinese characters today. So many people, they think, Chinese, it's easy to pronounce, but it's very difficult to write. Morning. So how can we learn Chinese characters faster? こんにちは。今日のライブ配信は英語で中国語を学ぶので、英語に興味があればぜひ。So today's live streaming is English and Chinese. Okay. Of course, you can comment some Español or francés. Okay. コメントは自由で。你好。好的，今天我们要来学习中国的汉字。Chinese characters. How can we write Chinese characters? How can we learn Chinese characters quicker? Oh, nice. My phone works. I didn't test earlier. 汉字，对，今天我们学习汉字。对，好的。How do Chinese people learn Chinese characters? Okay, first, I'm going to share a little story about myself. Okay, so basically for foreigners, you will learn pinyin before 汉字. So Chinese, for example, like you. How do we write you? The pinyin is N-I, 你. Okay. This is the character. So this part is pinyin. Pinyin is a pronunciation. Everyone, I think. This is 汉字. 汉字is Chinese characters. So today, we are going to learn this part. Okay, first I have to tell you the truth. It's not all Chinese people know pinyin. For example, my parents, they don't know how to write pinyin. And my grandparents, they don't know pinyin. They know there's a pinyin, but they never learned pinyin. So basically, many Chinese, they only know 汉字. But how do they remember the pronunciation? That's a very difficult situation. It's like me, I learned 汉字 before I learned pinyin. I have to tell you the truth. I learned 汉字 first, and then when I was 7 years old, I learned pinyin, like 啊我一五一. Before that, I learned 汉字. 老师早上好。今天我们一起来学习汉字。We learn 汉字 together. Okay. So the first 汉字 I learned is this. The first 汉字 I learned is this. Yeah, it's very easy. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So I thought, okay, Chinese characters are very easy. 1, 2, 3 is a 1. It's 1. Okay, 2, 3. So I thought 4 is okay. So 4 is like this, right? When I was a kid, I thought the Chinese character is all the time is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought maybe you had the same feeling, right? I can do 1, 2, 3 from. Yeah, actually no. 4 it's not like this. 4 it's this. 5 it's this. Okay. And then difficult. So we are the same. We learned. We are the same. Even if I'm Chinese. Just because I learned Chinese characters earlier than you, that's why I can write Chinese characters. But how do Chinese people learn Chinese characters? So if you are maybe you are a little kid, so the only thing you can do just write one character, write 100 times, and then you can remember. So yeah, that's, you can see my finger here. Just because I write the Chinese characters like this, hold the pen like this, I hold it like this. So this part I use a lot. I just write. Like practice makes perfect. So I remember how to write this. But actually, there are some rules. If I knew, I have knew it when I was a kid, maybe I can learn Chinese characters easier. Unfortunately, I knew it after 20. It's the time I started to teach Chinese, and I noticed, oh no. So in the future, if I have a kid, now I use this way to teach my sister's child. He is 6 years old now, so he is learning Chinese characters. And basically most of my family, most of my family, they are teachers. But they don't teach Chinese. They teach Chinese. My aunt, she teaches Chinese to Chinese children in the primary school or math. So I'm the only one teach foreigners Chinese, but all of us, we are teachers. So like a teacher family. Okay. Anyway, so first, if you knew this, the good news is you don't need to struggling anymore. There's a good way to learn Chinese characters. So basically, I have to teach you something about the radical. Most Chinese characters are composed of 2 parts. Okay, 2 parts. One part is radical. This in Chinese is 部首 radical. For example, let's see, right? This is very easy, right? Just one part. But in China, most of the Chinese characters, it has 2 parts. It has 2 parts, okay? So these 2 parts, so this one, the left one, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's on the left, sometimes it's on the right. But remember, there are 2 parts. Basically, most of the Chinese characters, they have 2 parts. And one is in names of radical. For example, these characters is pronounced Ming. Okay, so left one, this is the radical. Okay, that's right. The radical is the 1 part. So most Chinese characters are composed of 2 parts. One part is a radical, which generally indicates of the meaning, but this is not both together. Okay, so basically this is another part. Okay, so let's see, this is the most important part, and this and this, so 2 parts. So this is 1 character, it means sun, this means moon. Okay, so when they together, it means bright. So it's like English. So English is also like the, for example, it's like the B, right? How do I remember bright, this one? I just think, okay, B is nothing but right. You are right. So okay, this part and this part. In Chinese is the same. When you, if it's just this character, it's easy to remember because it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Just 4. But this character is a little bit complicated. It has 2 parts. So basically, like the most of the Chinese characters, they have 2 parts. One part it shows about the meaning. One part it's about the radical. Okay. And sometimes it's relative about the pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation, meaning. So the parts, the Chinese characters, if it has 2 parts, sometimes it means about the meaning. Sometimes it means about the pronunciation. Sometimes it's also about like the how to say the shape. Okay. So anyway, so let's get to the point first. This is just an example. Now the point is coming now. But also please leave the comments like the which character do you think is the most difficult one? Maybe don't say like a 表面. 表面 it's like the very, it's not common characters. Okay. So maybe you have seen the picture I post. I said like that there are 4 types of Chinese characters. So someone will ask, what is that? What is that? I tell you the truth, many Chinese, they don't know this. And then yesterday I searched the Baidu, like many Chinese parents, I have to be careful because I might fall down last time. Many Chinese parents, they are struggling about how to teach their children to learn Chinese characters as well. So I think it's similar like foreigners. Basically, Chinese Hanzi, the common Chinese Hanzi, we use like 3,500 characters. Okay, a boy created character that would take anyway. So remember 3,500. It's more than that. Of course, the real Chinese characters, we have more than this, but the common Chinese characters, we can basically 3,500, we can use this, but it takes a long time to learn all of the characters, right? And how to remember them. 4 types. Hanzi, let's just remember Chinese, all the Chinese characters, they only have 4 types. 4 types. Okay, so first type in Chinese is 象形. We don't need to remember Chinese name. Okay, we need to think like let me give it a name. Shape. The shape. Why I say this? The first one, you can remember Chinese characters. 日本人教汉字，韩国人学汉字对日本人。Okay, I don't really understand 什么意思？刚才那个是什么意思？好，就是所以有4个，就是学中文的汉字一共有4大形式 4 types of Chinese. Okay, remember the first one is the shape. In Chinese, actually, it's 象形. For example, I'm going to give you some example about this is 日, this is 月, and this is 马, this is 鱼, this is 门. I have many examples. The first type of the Chinese character is you can see the characters, the shape, the writing of the characters, you can guess the meaning. So this is 日, 月. The pronunciation, this is 马, and this is 鱼, this is 门. Okay. the feeling back to like how I teach my little nephew about the Chinese character. I always say, it's like, oh, how can I remember this Chinese character? It's so difficult. In this case, I will say, okay, calm down. So let's learn the first shape, first one. This is the most easy Chinese characters to teach the little kids, because if I just teach the meaning, they feel it's very difficult. Okay, so I will say, for example, look at this character. The pronunciation is Okay, so what does it mean? It means the sun, because look, before the people see the sun, it's like this shape. Okay, 月 is like the moon. I cannot write this very good, but you can see the shape. And okay, I'm going to draw the horse. This is ma, but the traditional Chinese is like this one. It's more like the horse. Now the simplified Chinese we change to this one, and it means about the horse, like this. Oh, how can I write the horse? The horse, it's like the oh no. Okay, it's like this. And this is 鱼. Okay, and this is 门, the door. 门. In China, we have the door before like this. Now the simplified Chinese, it's not that similar like this anymore. But you know, in Japanese, they write the door. It's like this character. It's similar like this one. Okay, so the first type of Chinese, it's to remember the shape. These kinds of characters. For example, means the sun, the moon. I don't know how you remember English. The horse. Sometimes I forgot how to write the horse. Is it that one? The fish, the door. Okay, so these kinds of Chinese characters, basically you can think, oh, okay, so this is 象形. 象形 is the shape. I just need to remember the shape. For example, look, I remember the song. It's like, okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, when you write the Chinese characters, remember from the left to right, from the up and down. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't write like this way. This is wrong. Okay, so from the left to right, up and down. Remember this rule. Write the left part first. Okay. So this we learned This is So like sometimes the little kid they will write, okay, like a song, and it has like maybe a face, maybe like this. Okay. Is it important to do that way? Can you see the whiteboard? Yeah, it's important to learn when these characters is like the shape, because when you need to understand this, because when you remember this word, you understand about this, it's easier for you to learn any other Chinese characters. Okay, so don't think about it's like English. Before I didn't know that. My Spanish teacher, he told me about this part means this, that part means that, and then they come together, it became a new word. Yes, the same. If you remember, this means the song. Maybe in the future, you learn any other Chinese characters is easier, because it's like this part, each Chinese character is like the English alphabet. Okay, you think about this is one alphabet, and then when they come together, it become another new Chinese characters. Okay, it's a little bit difficult though. Okay, so I'm going to give you just 5 examples about these kinds of Chinese characters. Remember, so the first type, it's like it depends on about the shape. Okay, so you see this character, you can imagine it's like the picture. Not all, I mean these 5. Okay. I'm sorry, this is not a good drawing. Forget this picture, okay? I feel it's like a duck, I think. 看起来有点像鸭子啊，反正这是马，所以我要写个英语在下面。好的，记住了吗？这个，所以这个好像一个太阳，对不对？这个是一个日，然后这个好像一个太阳。So the sun is like this. 月 look at the shape like this. At least you know, oh, when I write, someone say, but it looks like a banana. Yeah, there was a little kid always say, I don't think it looks like a moon. I think it's like a banana all the time. Oh, that's not the point, please. Anyway, okay. So anyway, the moon and the banana, they look the same. Okay, so look at here. So when you want to write the 月 like this, so this, and then the eye and the mouth, you will think like this. So somehow it's similar now, okay? So remember, this is the sun, this is the moon. Okay, this is the horse, okay? This is like the head. Okay, like this. Maybe when the horse is running with the hair like this, this is so cool. Look. So it's very funny. This character is like a traditional Chinese character. This is the simplified Chinese character. And before is more like the hair here, the hair like this, right? But somehow, because it's too complicated, so we change this part to simplify Chinese. Like the hair without the horse without the hair anymore, just like this. Okay, this is 马. And the 鱼 is like this. The children will also say, oh, they don't look the same. But look, this is the head of the fish. And this means the body. It's like the body. And this is the water. So basically you can use your imagination to think about this character. But I feel when I was learning this Chinese character, I always see this like a fish. Because I think this is the river, this is the field. Actually, this part means the field. And this is like the head. So this is 鱼. Before in China, this part means the body. So it's a head, body, and the tail. Small tail is this part. 我能想象。好的，下一个是门。The next one is 门。Looks a little bit difficult, but this is a traditional Chinese character. Before they use this one, but there's a culture, you know. Now Chinese people, we are using the simplified Chinese, so it's easier. Okay, this is 门, like this shape. It's like the 门, it's open. So it's like this. It's open now. Open. So it's similar like this, right? Okay. To understand this, like the 5 character, just an example. Remember these 5 good examples. It helps you to learn other things. Okay. 没问题吗？象形文字，这是象形文字，所以先记住5个就可以了。先记住5个。Hola, ¿cómo estás? now I'm teaching the Chinese characters. I know they are very difficult for the people, like for Japanese, I don't teach this because Japanese also they have many characters, so it's so similar. But like other foreigners, like my American students, sometimes they ask me how to learn Chinese characters. They look so difficult. I will tell them, when you learn Chinese characters, think about there are only 4 types of Chinese characters. So the first one, you can remember the Chinese characters by the shape. By the shape. So first one is the shape. Sometimes the Chinese characters, it means it's exactly like the picture. Well, my picture is really bad, but you can see they're so similar. So this is the sun, this is the moon, this is the horse, this is the fish, this is the door. Okay, this is the first type of Chinese characters. And then I'm going to teach you the second type of Chinese characters. Okay, you can take a picture. If you want more about these shape Chinese characters, in the future, I'm going to make more. And then maybe for sale. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so now it's very cool, right? You already remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 characters. Just like drawing a picture, and then you learned 5. Oh, you know it. That's very good. Just by drawing the picture, and then you already learned 5 Chinese characters. Isn't that cool? Very cool. Okay, so the first one is the shape. And the second one, let's see the second one. It's about the meaning. If a good Chinese teacher, they will teach you like what does every part of the character mean. Okay, the shape, basically why I teach you the first type in the beginning, because the shape, it's the very common Chinese character, and basically it only has one part. Most of the Chinese characters, it has 2 parts or 3 parts or 4 parts. It's blah 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 blah, a lot of parts. But basically the like easy characters, they only have 1 part, like a 1, 2, 3, right? The very easy one. But the shape you can remember. I gave the small example: the sun, the moon, the horse, the fish, and the door. Yes, if you are interested, you can watch the video again. And then the second one about the meaning. Yes, if you understand what does this mean, and it helps you to remember the Chinese characters easier. Okay, so I'm going to continue to give you some example. For example, this. How do you say on? How do we write on? Okay, I'm going to use this. Look at this character. This part actually is like a human being. It's like a human being. So like this. Okay, so there's a people. On the top, it means on. It's like a table, on. So the pronunciation is shang. It means on or up. Okay, remember, maybe you can write 人. 人 is like people, right? 人 is like this shape. And then, so this is up. When you write this, oh, this is up. It's like the people. This is the people. This is the like the earth. The earth. Maybe you can think this is the tree, and this people, it's on the top. This is 上. 上 means up. Okay, let's continue. The sky. Under the sky, there's a tree. And then there's a people here. So this is 下. Means under or down. 下 It's very easy to understand, right? This is the earth. There's a tree. The human beings here. It means up. And this is the sky. There's a tree. The human beings here means 下. So suddenly you understand. Oh, okay. The meaning. On the top, 上. Under the sky, 下. Right? The meaning. And then there's a very cute one. And okay, so let's look at this funny character. What does it mean? Okay, this is sometimes people will think about, I'm going to change another color. Okay, look at this part. What does it mean? Maybe say, oh, what is this? Okay, someone will think, okay, there are two parts. Two parts. Why? There are two parts. Okay, look at the pronunciation. This part means self, 自. This part means dog. People say, what? Self-dog. Self-dog. Actually, there's another meaning to explain this character. They are very interesting. Every character, it has a very cute story. Someone will say, okay, this part means the self. This part means the dog. So the dog in the house is very stink. So this character means stink, very stink. 很臭, very stink. This is 臭, stink. Very stink, because the dog sometimes they cannot go for a walk. Maybe they will do something. They do the toilet in the house. So it's very stink, 很臭. So self, and with the self house has a dog, is very, very stink, okay? And there's another one, another meaning of this. Okay. This part means big. We saw this one. So self-big, so proud. The someone is very proud, like the self, big, so proud. And 一点, this is 点, a little. If you think yourself a little bigger, you are so proud. So that's very stink. People hate that. So there are many stories of this. But for me, I feel it's easier to think about this character like two parts. So when I teach my students, I always tell them, try not to separate the characters too much. These characters just basically just one part is easy to remember, but these kind of characters, try just separate the two parts. Okay, so this, remember, this means self, yourself. Even without this is a character, so it means self. This means the dog. So like, oh, self dog. The dog in the house is very stink. Okay. And then look at another characters. Another, do you know any other, the culture of the characters is very interesting. And then look at another. This is 穷 means poor, without any money. So how do we learn this character? Okay, so first, it has 3 parts, or we can also think there are 2 parts, because this is 1 part. Why I say this is 1 part? Okay, I'm going to this. Why this is 1 part? Because if you know this, I can give you many examples with this part. 空，还有什么字呢？穿。Right， 还有什么字呢？对 ，I just give you 3 examples. So if you write many Chinese characters, you know, oh, this is 1 part. Yes. Chinese character, basically it has 2 parts. Left plus right, or up plus down. So this character is up and down. This is also up and down. Okay, so these 3 characters, you know, oh, okay, this part and this part. So 1 part has the meaning. 1 part has no meaning. So this is like the radical. If you remember, in the future, I'm going to teach you there are many radicals. It has no meaning, like this. It has some meaning, but it's not the main meaning of this character. Okay. So like this, up and down. And so basically like this character, it has no meaning. This has the meaning. This means the power. The power or strength. So we think that the poor people, they have to use their strength to work for it. So, but no matter how you work, your strength is limited. So still very poor. So this means very poor, because when you are very poor, you need a lot of strength for work for it. So this character means the power, means the strength. You need a lot of strength. Okay, strength with this. So strength. And this means the empty. Empty. It has nothing, but this is work. 工 work. This means the teeth. Okay. So someone said, wow, it's so complicated. It's not that complicated. Here, I give these 3 examples. I want you to remember that it has a lot of meaning, but choose the very easy one for you to remember. But this part, always the same meaning. It will never change. Okay. Why branding is so important for the... It doesn't matter about the characters. Chikara power. Yes, Chong. Yes, Japanese is more complicated. I don't understand the radicals yet. Don't worry, you will get to know soon. Because now I just teach you the types of the Hanzi, how you learn Chinese. It's now now you don't need to remember all the characters because it's very difficult. It takes time. But now, the first thing I need you to know before you start to learn Chinese characters, you have to understand there are only 4 types of Chinese characters. You don't need to think, oh, how can I learn how to write? Because it's like Arabic. Someone told me you have to write the Arabic from the right to left. I felt, wow, that's very new for me, because in Chinese, we always write from the left to right, up and down. So this is the way how you need to know 4 types. The shape, by the shape, you can remember the Chinese characters, or by the meaning, you can remember the Chinese characters. And then by the meaning, you always remember these parts in the future, and then it's easier for you to learn any other Chinese characters. Okay, so in this case, this is radicals. On the top is the radicals, and then this is one character. This is one character. So some people, and this means the strength. Even the Chinese teacher, they told us it's like this means the strength. The poor people need a lot of strength. So strength, this, and this means the work, or means the work, or means empty. But it all depends another character when they become a word. Okay, so this means to wear. The whole part means to wear something. But this part means the teeth, or means this shape, all the things. Okay, this is just an example of like you can remember the Chinese characters by the meaning. Okay, so this is the second one. Don't worry if you cannot like 100% understand these characters. It doesn't matter. It matters about how you think about Chinese characters. That's more important, because basically now you don't need to learn all the Chinese characters. This is just like a know-how to help you how to remember Chinese characters quicker, by the shape, by the meaning. And the third one is, what's the third one? The pronunciation, the sound. For example, this character and this character. Okay, just two examples for you. And the pronunciation of this character is ge, and this is tang. You see, oh my gosh, this is so complicated. It looks very difficult, right? So when I teach the children about these characters, they say, no, please, I don't want to write these characters. It's so complicated. So when they see this character, they just run away and play the toys. I go, so come here. I'm going to teach you how to remember them. They will say, how is it impossible for me to remember all of them? Yes, this is the kid's reaction. But some, if we have to learn Chinese, we have to, okay, I just remember how to write again. Well. If you know this character, it has two parts. I told you before, all the Chinese characters, basically they have two parts, and calm down and think about which part is the radical. So maybe in the future you will see many things with this one. I tell you, this is the radical part. For example, I give you other characters like this one with this. Maybe some of you know this, right? This is my name. This is Mimi, means the rice, but it doesn't matter about the rice here. Maybe this one, like this. But this is not the point I try to tell you. Okay, so what I want to say is we separate these two parts because the whiteboard is very low. I have to do this. And then this pronunciation is good. This is tang. And then because this is the radical, this is radical. So you can remember this character by this sound. So this, and this. So in this case, if the kids, okay, I always give the example about the kids, because it's not my kids, it's my students. I had like the 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe five American children. I have been teaching them for about 1 year. Yes, all the time we just like it's like because it's not like adults, you know, they don't listen to you. You have to make the characters very interesting. Look, don't think about don't think that one, they are brother and sisters. So this part is the main thing, because the pronunciation is ge. This is also tang. Yeah, right. So sometimes you don't know how to pronounce this character. You can guess. Okay, okay, I learned this. It's ge. So this is also ge, because this is the radical. It take a part of this. So we can know, okay, this is the same. This is the same. We know this character is tang, and this part is the radical. We don't think about this. Okay, they have the same pronunciation. So by the sound, you can also learn Chinese by the sound, and also it's good for you to learn Chinese pronunciation. Sometimes you see character, because if you are like a Chinese beginners, maybe you always want to see the pinyin of the Chinese characters. All the time you just want to see pinyin. Give me the pinyin. I tell you the truth, when you go to China, there's no pinyin anywhere. You see the menu, only characters. You see the brands, only characters. Even if you go to the bathroom, only characters, right? So there's no pinyin. Pinyin is like the pronunciation of these characters. When you grow up, when you are not a kid anymore, there's no pinyin for you anymore. After even the HSK 3, until HSK 3, they will test your pinyin. After HSK 3, there's no pinyin anymore. All you have to do is to remember all the characters. And when you see these characters, you have to pronounce them. So this is a good way for you to know, oh, okay. So when I see Chinese characters, I got 3 views now. First view, I see the shape, and then I can guess the meaning. First, if I know one part of the meaning of this character, I can guess the meaning. The third view of this character is when I know one of the one part of this character, the pronunciation, one part of this character's pronunciation, I know, okay, probably 80% they have the same pronunciation. So it's like this one. And the meaning, of course, they're different. So this means the brother, elder brother, ge, and this means the song. So in this case, I always teach the student as a elder brother sings a song, 哥哥唱歌, like 哥哥唱歌, and the kids, oh, okay, I remember the songs and these characters now. Yeah, sometimes the education, it needs a lot of patience. It's like even sometimes, especially when you have to teach the kids, they don't really listen to you. 哥哥, yes, brother. 哥哥 means brother. 人是 just standing human. Yes, very correct. It's like this one. So 人 is also the shape. You see, with 2 legs. Let's give he the shoes. Maybe high heel, right? So like a 人, the shape. So because actually, even if the Chinese children, they are struggling to learn Chinese characters, and then so all the time when I have to teach the children to write Chinese characters, I always do this first, because they don't understand the meaning, the shape. They see this, it's the sun. Yes, it's the sun. Look, the eyes is like this one. So I wrote like, for example, the mu means the eyes. So I write like, look this, like da 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 da. They say, oh, okay. Actually, it's not exactly the same, but it will give them an imagination. Because for the people, they never learned the Chinese characters before. They only think like the alphabet all the time, A, B. But no, there's no A, B, C, D except the pinyin in China anymore. So you have to think Chinese character about the shape, the meaning, the sound. Okay, the next one is also very important. The sound and the number 4. The number 4 to learn Chinese characters. Sorry about this because, be honest, 80% of my students, like most of them, they are like adults, Japanese adults, some Japanese children, and 80% of my like American students or English students, they are the kids. Yeah, most of them the children. So, or yeah, some French before. Western has already given up studying. No, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay. The number 4 is to make. Make. How to make. We cannot make the characters, but we know when the character is made of 2 parts, it's easier for you to understand. I'm going to give you something about the character. I gave you the characters before. It's like, for example, maybe I give you that one is easier. 从 or 零. Oh, okay. This is a good character. Look at these characters. They are very cute, right? And this part, this is also very important to make. It's not you make the characters. It's it's made of some characters. It's like the game, like the how do you say? To build a house, build a something. Okay, so for example, these characters and also a lot of this similar one. I can give you many examples, but because of the time, and I have to pick up the points. Okay, so look at this. This is mu, means the wood. Ning. Okay, so one is a wood. Oh, there's another is shu. More about this. This means the forest. Forest. Ning is also means the forest, but this is small forest. This is a bigger forest. So you can think, oh, this is because this means the wood. Okay, so many wood because 2 woods become a small forest, and the 3 woods means the big forest, and this means a human being, people, and 2 people together means the follow. So 1 people follow another people, it means follow, and the 3 people means the audience. 3 people together, audience, because many people it became audience. So this is how I teach other like the students how to remember. You can make. So sometimes I give the game like the Chinese characters games with the student. I give them one character. Okay, let's make this with this part. They can play the games. I can show you. Oh no. Okay, later. 木林森 Yes, like 木林森人从众 So like this, and then you can remember, wow, this is so funny. Actually, learning Chinese characters are very interesting. In the future, maybe, I'm thinking, now it's just a plan. In the future, I want to make like an online lesson, but I'm still thinking about the online lesson. It should be fun. It should be relaxed. Not like the okay, turn to the page 3 and blah 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 blah. Actually, I hate learning. I hate studying because if it's not funny, because I have to work every day, and then if the teacher is just teach without any fun, I feel I'm so sleepy. So, but as a teacher, I feel I understand. I'm a student. I'm learning French. I'm learning Spanish. And also I'm a teacher. I'm teaching English and teaching Japanese. Sometimes I'm teaching Chinese. And sometimes we have to think in other people's shoes. It's very difficult. As a student, I'm very strict with my teachers because if the teacher is like just teach, no interaction, no, it's not fun. Just tell me the things on the book. I can learn by myself. I don't need this teacher, but I want the teacher to make the lesson more interesting. It's not just teach. If it's just not teach, it's like a robot radio. Okay, learn this shape. Next one. It's like the robot. I don't like that. For me, it's like I want the learning and playing at the same time. It's like okay, let's learn about the characters. It's like, what kinds of characters? Okay, I now I like the imitate my students and me. Sometimes like okay, I need to get a small bear with me. Okay, so for example, this is my student. All the time, it's like, I feel Chinese is so difficult. I don't want to learn. How can I remember all of these things? This looks so difficult for me. It takes a lot of time to learn all these things. So in this case, I will say, okay, when you learn Chinese, when you try to learn Chinese characters, first, understand just four types. There are many Chinese, maybe 10,000, more than 10,000, more than that. But actually remember too much and then you just separate them. Okay, so the first type is the shape. What kind of shape? I gave the examples before. You can see the characters and then it's like drawing the picture. And then you can learn this easier. Okay, the second one, the meaning. What kinds of meaning? The second meaning of this, it's like you see one character, one part, it shows about the meaning. Okay, and then the third one is the sound. When you know like the one part of the, you know the pronunciation, like one part of this character, the pronunciation of one part of this character, and then you know, basically you can guess, you can imagine the pronunciation of this new character. You understand? And then the fourth one is to make. It's now you make the character. It's like you can imagine, like play the games of the characters. Okay, 1, yes, it means the wood. Okay, 2, small forest. 3, the forest, the big forest, because it has 1, 2, 3 parts of the wood. So wow, it means the forest. So I always do this. Sometimes I do this to the kids because they don't want to look at me. I can, oh, look at me, look at me. Okay, it's, I cannot imagine in the future I have a baby with me all the time. I have to teach all the time. Anyway, that's another topic. Let me see this. Well, no, we couldn't do that. Oh, 读听说用 read listen say use. Okay, so remember when you want to learn Chinese characters, all the Chinese characters only four types, shape, meaning, sound, and try to make sound. And then now I give you some very good information. What is good information? This is the things I shared to my students before. Today, you can, during this lesson now, you can remember more than 20 characters soon. Okay, how to do that? Does it work with children? The bear? Yes. Basically, when I do this, like, look at me, let's learn together. And then they just, oh, give me this bear. Okay, I'm here. So they're very violent. They hit this little bear. Anyway, that's about my teaching life. Maybe in the future I can make a video about my teaching life. It's so funny. It's like I so enjoy my work sometimes. My hair, it's we are children. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I can tell you the truth. It's like sometimes the adults behave more like children, because children, they just learn, and then they don't need to cook. They just learn, and their parents will prepare the food and waiting for them after lesson. Yes, we can have the candy, but the adults, it's okay. After learning Chinese, I have to go back to my company. You know, it's hard, it's tough, it's not easy. After school, like when you finish your work and then you have to learn something, it's very difficult. After learning, no one gives you any candies, so the teacher will have to. I think sometimes the teacher is very important. The teacher have to encourage you to learn. I will give you a candy. It's like, maybe it's a joke, but sometimes it makes people laugh. It's good, I think. Okay, so I give you many examples, and then I also want to teach you something, give you something like I calculate before, because someone told me they don't know the radicals yet. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some examples to show you about the radicals. So for example, this la,抓, for example, this is la, this is 抓. Okay, so this is, 对，很好，很好，很好。对，这里有3个汉字，拉、抓、打。So before I told you like when you learn Chinese characters, you have to understand that basically it's 2 parts. Chinese characters, it made 2 parts, like 2 parts. This is 1 part, and this is the second part. 1, 2. This character is left and right. But before we learned that character is like the pull, right? So it's the up and down. So basically just like this, up and down or right and left, this one. And how do we know it's a character? It's a radical or not radical? How can I know that? Okay, look at these two parts. Look at these characters. Basically, you will see the left part a lot. Yes, you will see this part a lot. This part is the radical. Okay, and then it comes from this. This is one part characters. It means the hand. Show. Oh. Show means the hand. And then one character means the hand. And then it turns to like this part as a radical. Okay, so when you see the character with this hand, you know, oh, okay, maybe something relative about the hand, right? Yes, soon you can guess. What does it mean? Okay, hand, and this part, li means to stand up. This means stand up. When you stand up, use your hands, what happens? You stand up with your hand, is to pull something, right? Okay, think about someone. When you stand up, the thing is here, you pull something. So no matter you pull like this way or you pull like this way and you pull like this way, all the things is one character to pull. You pull the door. It's not push, it's like this. So you stand like this way, you stand like this way. You do this, it's la, this is la, and this is la. Okay, so anyway, no matter how you pull something, all the things, you have to use your hands, right? La. And the second character, this part, you know, this is radical, it has no meaning. It has meaning, it means your hand, and this means this part. Okay, it also means this part. Oh, okay. And also it means the nail, 爪, and the animal for something. Sometimes it's for the animal like this, and the whole hand, it means catch, to catch something, like the policeman catch the thief, or to catch the ball, maybe catch like this, catch, 抓. It has two meaning, or it like this, like the cat. I forgot, like the cat is to snatch. A lot of things, snatch the things like this. Yes, and the catch. But all the things also use your hand, right? This part. And this means to hit someone. 打 to hit. Maybe I hit the bear. 打他的头，打，这是打。Also, I can use this also to 打，这是打，明白吗？打 or 打。Yes, someone say, oh, because this hits with the hand, so when I hit, I must, this is 打, and this is not 打. No, it's the same. Because I use my hand to hit, it's 打, right? 打. And I use this also 打, because I still using my hand. I just using my hand to hold the pencil. It's the same. I cannot use my feet to catch the pencil and hit him, right? Okay, poor bear. Anyway, so don't hit him, he doesn't know. If you doesn't know, I will hit you like this. All the people is like, Sometimes like when I teach the little kids, I just try to explain something. They don't listen to me. Well, okay, you don't understand me, right? Okay, I'm going to hit you. And they will say, oh, okay. So will you hit us like that? I thought, yes, if you don't listen to me. Yes. I never hit them anyway. I always hit the little bear to show them the example. If you don't listen to me, I do this. But I don't really do that to them. I always hit something like this. Anyway, okay, so what I want to tell you, it's about, because I said like the two parts, and then you can find something in common, like this part, right? And then this means the hand. So even you don't know exactly what it means, but you know something with your hand, and you know it's a verb. It's very important because sometimes if you know it's a verb or it's an adjective, it helps you to make the sentence correctly. Okay, 明白了吗? This is your hand. And I give you other examples. Other examples about one more. Look, did you find anything in common of these four characters? Maybe you will say, yes. This part, right? Yes. This. 对，非常聪明。哇，你那么聪明的。对，好聪明，对不对？所以这个是三点水，在中文里面就是三点水。This means the water. It's like water. Right? So sometimes when you see this part is the radicals. This is not the main part of this character. And the right part is the main part. Okay, so what does it mean? This part. This character means very dry. Why is it very dry? Because when you sweat a lot, you feel very dry. So this whole character means sweat. Sweating, sweat. 汗. The sweat with the water, right? The sweat with the water. And this one means the sea. With the water. Sea, this means everywhere, each. This part means each. You know what? A long time ago, there was no land on the earth. All the parts, every part is the water. So that is the ocean, that's the sea. So this is the sea. Each part, all the parts everywhere is the water. So that's why it's the sea. Okay, and this means the river. Oh, the river. The river. And this means it has a lot of meaning, but here sometimes it is something with the water. So the whole part is also the water. River, it means the river. And this, it's the tear. The tear, because this part means the eye. Okay. The eye Your eyes with a lot of water is the tears. The tears. The tears in your eyes. Right. So in this case, you know, oh, okay. Well, at least, you know, when the character with this ba, you know, oh, something with the water. Maybe the water is the sweat. Maybe the water is the sea. River, the tears. Right, this part. And many, many examples. If you want, you can search like all the characters with this water. Many, there's thousands of these. This confuses me because how are those selections? When water is written as radical, it's those three lines like how human being looks different left side of me. So cool. So cooler. Cool. Cry. Someone they say it's like the two eyes. This like two eyes, and the one with the tear. It's like the human being with two hands. Oh, I don't want to cry. Okay, I love this character. When I was a little kid, I see this character, I feel, haha, it's so cute. Because basically it's exactly, because cool is the first type of Chinese character, is the shape. First type of the Chinese character, that's the shape character. I gave the name is a shape character. 我会中文，但是我喜欢看你的脸。我的脸不是重点，重点是黑板。对 ，Someone said the point is my face is like my face is not the point. This is the point. But you can see, you look at my face, you can see when I cry is with this and I cry, right? Cool. Two eyes, two hands, and stop crying. Okay, lay. So I need to, you know, okay, with the water, with this part, it means the water. 老古大哟，因为她很漂亮。Stop joking, stop making fun. It is a shorthand way of writing the word. Yes, sometimes I can write it like this. If you ask me to write Chinese characters, seriously, I can write Chinese characters very beautiful. This is like the really not beautiful, okay? I'm going to show you how to write this beautiful. But before this, I'm going to continue about one more example. Okay, look at these four characters. Did you find something in common? Yes, I found. Where are they? Here it is. This. So, 口, this part. Your mouth. Your mouth is like the 口. It's totally different, but anyway, it's similar. I'm going to swap away. Yeah, it's not as similar, but it's the shape of your mouth. Look, it's a little similar. Okay, 口. So this character all of these 4 characters, it has this shape, right? So all of these verbs use your mouth, okay? For example, the first character is to eat. When you eat, you cannot use your ear to eat, right? You have to use your mouth to eat something. So 吃 means to eat. To eat. Okay, so what can we do? 喝, drink, to drink something. You have to use your mouth to drink, right? You cannot use your nose to drink. So this also use the mouth to drink. To drink. Also with your mouth. And the next one is 吐. This is a very bad word. It's to throw up. Throw up. 吐. Throw up. But it's not. It's okay. It's like the outside, but like still something relative to your mouth. The last one is blow. 吹. Like the 吹蜡烛. So if your birthday, you can do the so 吹. Okay. So all of these characters is use your mouth, and so something the character you can imagine. Oh, okay. When I see this, we know. Okay, so something relative about the mouth. So like to eat something. Okay, 吃 to drink, 喝 吐 吹 like this 吹. So in this case, you know, oh, okay, so all of them, the verb. It's easy to understand. So actually Chinese characters, they are not that difficult as you imagine, because basically when you see this character, suddenly you can imagine, okay, 吃. So this is like the human being, like before we eat, we do this, the table. Even in Japan now, we use like the tatami, kotatsu, like that. Yes, it's not like the chair like this one. Like this. It's like the people eat. This is the leg. So it's 吃, right? Okay. But if I'm going to explain each of the parts, it's going to be very, very difficult. Now, the live streaming is okay. The last few minutes. 哇塞，老师会说日语，当然会说。Of course, I can speak Japanese because I'm working in Japan. 因为我现在在日本工作。I learn Japanese in my university, and then sometimes I teach Japanese. I teach French Japanese. That's why another reason I'm learning French. 我的头发好乱。I woke up very early today because I try to make the video. If you see my Instagram, you saw the video on my Instagram. I try to speak Hola, buenos días. Mi transmisión en vivo empieza en 30 minutos. こんにちは. Okay, you remember? So this part is easy to remember. But in the future, I'm going to make the video about the Chinese characters too. Like the Chinese character with the mouth, 口, 吃, 喝, to drink, like a 吃 ba ba ba. Yes, I have a lot of things to share. Okay, one more thing, it's someone they can write the Chinese characters already, but they want to write better characters. Like, how can I write the characters, Chinese character very cool? You make a video in the future. I'm still thinking what kinds of video should I make. Okay. So, I mean, if you have HSK 5 in the future, actually for me, even if I can read Chinese English, but sometimes the people write the English I cannot read. The letter I received from France yesterday, okay, it's some phrases from the Bible. It's not because I cannot read the French, it's because I cannot read the characters, the way they write. So for example, you write you, it's like this. But some of them, they write you, it's like this. Maybe, how do you write you? Maybe like this. I don't know. So in Chinese, it's also, we have this one. If you, like the kids, they write 人, it's like this. People. But when you want to write this very cool, write like this way. This shape is very important. This. So which looks better? Maybe you say, oh, this is so similar. Okay, one more good things. Yesterday, I posted like the, yeah. So for example, how can we know, oh, this looks very good or very, like a very good shape? For example, you write like mu. You write like this way. This is like a baby. So we say, oh, this is like a baby. So when we write like this, okay, do this. The beginning, we go heavy, and when we finish, light. Okay, a little different. The beginning, very heavy, and the last part is light. So this shape should be like a shape. But because I'm using this one, I have other different kinds of like the pencil, the bamboo, like this, okay. Like this, you can do that, and like, this is so difficult though. But at least this shape, look. This part is supposed to be like something. The shape of this is cute. Okay. Also, así nosotros escribimos así en español a esa forma se le llama manuscrito, así con todos los caracteres unidos. Ya veo. Sí, así que para mí es muy difícil. Es muy difícil si tengo que escribir como ojos. Siempre yo escribo como that's French, como easy, like this one, ojo. Maybe I think you write maybe like this one, ojos, los ojos. I think the ojos is like the means español. This is like the job Spanish means the eyes. I see the ojos. I feel it's so cute. Oh, like the eyes with the nose. I think like this way. This is how I learn English. So because our native languages are different, of course our thinking are different. So before I think everything looks the same for me, like the beer, or the beer, the bear, like even like this, just E and A, they're so similar. So yeah, we both have difficulties to learn the words. Muy difícil. 他的字写得很好看，谢谢。所以好的，你们想要写什么字呀？ Any characters you want me to write? The most important thing is love. Okay, so many times when I write this is not good, it's like that. But when I write like that, I write like this shape. Must be this. My grandfather, he's a teacher about like the writing. So when I was a kid, he always says like the 字如其人. It's like the character you write is exactly look your face. If you write the characters very beautiful, your face become very beautiful. Okay, I cannot never be beautiful because my character is so bad. The characters I write, but this is some like this. This is light and this. When you do this, you do this. Like this part. You do this. Basically, when you write it, you use this. But this is not the bamboo, so use this too. Yeah, this shape is important. This means love. I. In Japanese, they have more complicated. This is Japanese with the heart. This is simplified. Actually, this is the traditional Chinese characters we used before. So wow, the love is so complicated. Yes, this means the love. こんばんは先生。It's not こんばんは。今はまだ朝ですよ。朝です。Now it's still morning in Japan. 今朝です。很像 because Japan is taught so many Chinese languages. They are so similar. Yeah, they are so similar. 爱里面有心 the heart. Yes. Now the love without the heart is so scary. I'm joking because yeah, this means amor, love. So this part means friend, the friend. すいません、おはようございます。おはよう。完全不一样，文化并不是完全不一样，有的时候雷同，有的时候不一样。Sometimes it's like 就好像法语和那个西班牙语有时候是很像的。互相讨厌没有的事儿，有的人这不排除那个很多人就会有些人就会不喜欢对方，但是 we are human beings, you know, we should love each other because the Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. 爱人如己. Okay, this is very important. I'm going to write down. It doesn't matter about the country. For me, I love all the people. Sometimes it's difficult, but we have 爱人如己. Okay, 爱. When I write the characters, I always write from the up and down. 人 human being. 如 this character is the left and right. So left and right. 如爱人如己. 爱人如己. 爱 means love. 人 means people. 如 is like, be like. 己 yourself. You love people, it's like you love yourself. So it's like in Bible it says, love your neighbor as yourself. Love the people as you love yourself. So how you love yourself, how you supposed to love the people. So this is sometimes it's if like I want to learn some Spanish from other people, and then I want to share, I want to teach. Sometimes it's like a language exchange, right? I was so happy because I posted one video to like the learn Spanish, like hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Mimi. Quiero practicar mi español. Si puedes, mensaje, por favor. And after this, many people send me the messages. They want to teach me Spanish. I thought, wow, it's I'm very, very happy, very, very happy. It's like, wow, like many people, they try to help me to practice my Spanish. Es muy bien, muchas gracias. So will you make a 汉字 more easy, okay? Yeah. The meaning of the 汉字, you can know. I just saw the video about the live video. Yes, sometimes I do that. Do you ever recommend your channel to your students? Sometimes. Be honest, like I have been teaching Chinese for 10 years. But recently I start to make videos. I don't really have that much time to teach anymore. So for me, it's a very difficult decision. The one reason is about the situation right now, the COVID, it's not that convenient to see the people in person. So it made me to rethink about online. It's a good option. But like private students, I always have many private students before, like one-on-one lessons. But it's quite difficult. Why? Because one-on-one lesson, it's just one-on-one. I cannot separate myself to many parts. So I want to teach more people. There are two times. It's one is to like online group lessons, and another it's to make videos. And I chose the second one. Why? Because I think it's like even if it's a one-on-one lesson, it's also about the countries, like in Japan now it's morning, I think in your country now it's in the evening. So sometimes, I cannot teach in the midnight. For me, I go to my bed before 11:30. And in the morning, I'm super sleepy. Look at me right now. And so I think, and the lessons is even I did that. I'm getting older and older. It's how can I teach more and more people? Okay, so I think about the Instagram. Like 2 years ago, I started to do the Instagram, and then I met many good people. And I post the videos, and I learned how to make videos before. Now you can see the YouTube videos I update before. It's like the very short because I didn't know what to say. When I look at the camera, I'm very nervous to say something. Even now. I try to not see the people is looking at me. I look at the clock, like, okay, the clock, it points at 11:40. So sometimes I'm still nervous. We are the same. We are all human beings. I'm scared all the time. I'm nervous. Even now, I'm still nervous because it's live streaming. That's why before I felt, maybe I should make the video just update, not live streaming, because live streaming before this you have to prepare and you cannot have any mistakes. But I feel it's totally opposite. I prefer live streaming recently. The reason is I watch many very professional teaching videos, super professional. All the things it's like the made. It's sometimes I even cannot feel the human being inside. It's like the people speak very professional, and then the perfect, like the videos show like everything. The IT industry is super good, and the very good camera and the very nice sound. You can see everything very convenient. Then suddenly I feel I'm tired about that. I don't know how you feel. It's for me now. It's very easy to get the free lessons video. I mean, very easy to get the free videos. I feel well, very super professional. But the one thing is, I cannot learn. It's not because I don't have time. It's because I don't want to. It's a machine, and I feel anytime I can watch. Anytime I can watch. Even I watch, the people they don't know I watch it. Even I comment if it's super like a superstar or super popular channel. Even I comment, no one will notice me. So now I change my taste. I prefer to watch some small channel. It's like my channel. It's the first step, you know. Maybe in the future I have many followers, but I promise it's like even if in the future I have many followers, I still remember the people who always support me and watch my videos, leave the comment all the time, support me, because it's very important. The first step, everything, the beginning, it's very difficult. It's like there's a very famous quotes in English. It's like when I was nobody, you see, you are with me. When I become somebody, I see you as my friends. So it's very important. Like when somebody is nobody, because someone is nobody, no one will see her, no one will notice her, no one will just like try to encourage. But when she becomes somebody, everyone come like, yeah, I was blah 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 blah. Okay, so this is so friendship is the same. It's like the further you go, sometimes you notice the less friends you have, because sometimes you have to focus on something. But some good friends all the time, no matter you are very good at this or not good at this, they're always with you. And when you super when you super successful, and yeah, people they talk to is normal. But when you only have like I remember the Instagram, I can tell you like 2 years ago, my Instagram only had the first time I start to make my Instagram, I only had 1 follower. That 1 follower, it's my friend. It's my Spanish teacher. Is that really funny? It's like when I was learning Spanish, and then I entered company. The company it's super difficult to teach like in person, because you cannot really see people in person. You have to think about the online lesson, and maybe SNS recently is really popular. Everyone is trying to do some business on Instagram, the YouTube. Yes, I wanted to do that too, but I had more difficulties than normal people. Why was that? Because I didn't know what Instagram was. Instagram, I've never heard that before. What is Instagram? Yeah. All of my family, they have no idea what Instagram is. Even now, I'm doing the live streaming. None of my family ever watched my live streaming, because they cannot watch YouTube. And they don't know what YouTube is. They don't know my work. I told them recently my job is kind of like the focus on making videos and do the live streaming. And like also teach. I'm still watching you for years. Yeah, I remember some of you have been watching my videos for a very long time. Really appreciated of that. Like このページアイコンで言えてたきます。リンク問題があります。ページ消される可能性があります。インスタに戻る。なんで Okay. I think it's fun. There are also so many ways to study characters. I said 2 days ago. 2 days ago! Seeing videos and writing helped me to share. So thank you so much. I totally use the record them and send them home. It's a big data, you know. It's a very big data. 我不能看你的 为什么 ？Which country 哪个国家不能看 Instagram？ 我要待会儿确认一下，我不知道，因为 some of the people on Instagram they ask me about the YouTube channel and I send them. They say, in our country we cannot watch YouTube. Oh, really? And in some countries they say, oh, we cannot watch Instagram. Yeah, it's the situation recently is really very strange, I feel. But all the time, maybe in the future, if I don't work in another country, I will share my WeChat like to all of you like that. Yes, I don't use Instagram anymore. So I will pick some of the followers all the time, comment all the time, leave the comment, support me. I will give my private WeChat information because we are friends now. So if that situation happens, but the important thing is still now I want to like more and more people can really learn something from my channels. I'm trying my best. I know my videos not the best, but I'm trying to be better. So it's like how I learn Spanish and French and try to speak some French and Spanish sometimes. And for me, it's the most important thing. It's like I want to share the happiness about learning something. It's not just like just teach you how to say it, how to read it. I am not kind of like a very strict and a serious teacher. I'm very like just like your friend, your sister, you know, and just someone who can speak English, who is teaching Chinese. Yes. This YouTube thing takes time. Yeah, it also takes time. I was a little lucky because I just post my Instagram video to YouTube, but somehow it became 500 followers. I felt, okay, maybe I should start to do YouTube. And I keep updating, and then it became 1,000. And then thanks to that, and thanks to God, and somehow some people are willing to support about the videos. So I think it's a good chance to give it a try, but I'm not sure how it goes in the future. I'm still struggling. 请问老师是中国人吗？英文怎么好？老师是中国人，我是地道的中国人。I'm native Chinese speaker. 我的英语还不好，我的英语只是可以沟通而已。My English is not that good, just for communicate. 所以我还要学习西班牙语。Necesito practicar mi español in the future. I mean, more and more English is very common. It's very normal for Chinese teacher to speak English, I feel. And Japanese maybe. Many Chinese in Japan. So that's why it forced me to learn English as my second language. It's you cannot competitive all the time by one skill. So that's why sometimes it's tough. But somehow remember all the time, like 六还有一点点法语哦，别忘记老师会说法语，一点点法语而已了。现在我每天都在学法语。Today, every day I learn like 1 minute French. Estás muy linda hoy. ¿Por qué? Porque creo que soy linda soy linda todos los días. I'm joking. Sometimes the people will say, you are beautiful today. Oh, really? Actually, I thought I'm beautiful every day. In Spanish, estás muy linda hoy. No. Soy linda todos los días. I'm joking. Maybe the people will hit me. It's like, how can you say that? Yeah, you should be humble. I'm just like the same like you. Okay. Es verdad. verdad. Muchas gracias. 哈哈，你的英语很好，真的吗？谢谢。对，爱人如己，所以 I'm trying to 爱人如己，就是所以非常感谢，因为常常看那个评论 I used to watch the comments. Some of you really nice. It's comments all the time. So, and then no matter it's Instagram or YouTube comment all the time. And then I will follow back because I want to be good friends. Maybe in the future, if it goes well, if it can be international, maybe I am going to do some business with you. Maybe we all like languages. And maybe our application in the future, like a learning application or videos. Yes. Yeah, it's how I learn many languages and why I'm teaching Chinese here right now. So why I do live streaming, I know it's tough. Sometimes I'm so nervous. If I do the live streaming, no one is watching me. It's, oh my God, what should I do? Maybe I will cry. But fortunately, at least now there are 6 people are watching. I'm still very happy because it's better than nobody, It's half. The first time I was doing the live streaming on my Instagram when I was only had the 10 followers, no matter what I do, how wonderful my contents, no one will watch, no one notice about me. I mean, even if the famous singers or famous actors before, everyone had a very difficult time. So the one thing is either give up or continue. Even if you continue, sometimes no one will promise you will be successful, but the thing is you enjoy the process and you learned a lot of this. No matter what you do, you must learn something, right? So even if fails, it's okay. I learned how to make videos. I learned how to do the live streaming. Even the live streaming, it's not that cool because I don't have a professional, the people, super professional, the camera there and the makeup. I tell you the truth, I wear this. I wear my sleeping trousers. I don't mind. It's just all about me. I'm just like this. I just change the clothes in the morning. I miss basically all the time. I wear my sleep the pajama at home and holidays, and then use this so the people think I'm very strange. In Japanese they have otaku, jai. This means in Japanese is otaku. In Chinese means the house. Yes, 宅女. All the time just stay at home, never want to go outside. Yes, so sometimes it's you can speak so many languages. You should go to the bar, to join the parties, join the meetup, to make new friends. It's that's not me actually. It's you see, I'm very talkative. 对，每天都不出门. I tell you the truth, I only go outside 2 times per week, basically 2 times. 7 days, only 2 times go outside. Your language too is very special gift from God. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. For me, I only go 2 places every week. Not every week. This week I didn't go. One is the 温泉. And another one, this is the weekdays. This is the 教堂. This is my life. I tell you the truth. 2 times. I only go outside 2 times. One is the 温泉 spring, like the spring. Enjoy the spring water, like the sauna, like for my body. Sunday I go to the church for my mind. Every day I read the Bible, a little Bible, just a little phrases. Hot spring, yes, 温泉. And in the hot spring, it has a lot of like the sauna and the steams, like the how do you say that, like the soda water. Anyway, it's not one type. Like outside, you can be naked outside. It's not outside. I mean, it's in the yard. Okay, so not like that. So you mean, do you think it's good? I don't know. It's not that, maybe it's not that good, but I enjoy that. Yes, and all the time I stay at home. 宅就是宅女 otaku. 日本語で otaku だね. In Japanese is otaku. So I go to 2 places. One is the 温泉 hot spring. The second weekend, my weekend is the church. 教堂. Every Sunday I go to the church, so I only go outside 2 times. Other times it's a little bit difficult for me to go outside. I don't know why. I just feel uncomfortable when I go outside. You see, I can speak many languages. I can, like, even I'm kind of like a little confident speak in front of the camera. You know, I only see a phone here. I cannot see you, but I can feel you because your comments. So now I feel myself is like watching at the camera, one camera here. And I speak. Yes, I can speak, but I don't. Many people, they think, oh, you stay at home? I cannot imagine that. And I dance, you know, I really like to dance. Some of my friends, like they really want to invite me for the dance because they say, you can dance well, you should show off, like let people to see you dance. My dance is not just for showing off. My dance is for relax myself. Dance is part of my life. So piano, I don't really play pianos all the time now, but yes, I hope, I wish. I spend most of the time at home to do the things. I didn't go to the gym. I practice my dance at home. All things is at home. I can show you my room if you want. I'm joking. It's really, I don't have time to. I can show you one part of my room. It's okay. I can show you a part of my room. This is my room. Just part I didn't just make my bed, and you see, basically there's a piano and 不太宽. And this part, it's like the things I just didn't have time. Books, you can see all the time is books, and the books. All the time in my room is basically is the books. Hello. So this is, yeah, the Bible, the Japanese Bible there. Yes, it's very small. It's very small, and lots of flowers. The flowers. And a little bear. All the time it's like a little bear. Yeah, this is my very small room. I stay at home 窗外不行哦。If I show you the outside, people will know where I live. A little bit dangerous. But I can open this part. How can I open this window? I can open this part. Yeah, why is go up like that? This is the window. This is my room, and I put all the things. This is my Spanish teacher gave me because I wanted to go Spain, and this it's my favorite picture. And I went to the museum once, and when I see this, it reminds me of when I was a little kid, like my mom, me, and my sister. I thought of that, so I love this picture. And yes, I bought these things, a lot of things. Yeah, and then the small car. Yeah. And then this is the table of this, and I make the video. I usually use this to make the videos. I put it here, and I have many things on the table too. So I bought this in China, and I brought them with me, and I made these flowers. This is the real flower, dry flowers, and other things. And this, and this I bought when I was very young. Okay, I tell you this. When I was 6, I had this. 6岁的时候我就买了这个青蛙，对，他们有青蛙，这个很可爱。Rocket 枪，no, kero 枪 ，kero, because in Japanese kero is the sound of like the frog. Kaeru, this is koro 枪 koro. This is koro 枪. So yeah, all of these things. And this is my piano. I just bought. And all the things here. A lot of books. This is how I learned. Lots of books. And a lot of books here too. Like a Chinese book for my teaching, for my English. Yes. Oh no! You cannot see my room. 1 second is dangerous. That part. Okay, this part here. This is dangerous. How can I move back this? Because I don't want you to see my kitchen. My kitchen is super not good. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay. No turning back now. Okay, now I'm here. No turning back, because if I move the camera back, you can see my kitchen. That's dangerous. I don't want you to see my kitchen. Okay, so today's live streaming is like this. It's 12 o'clock now. I'm in my bed and do this. Okay, so thank you for watching today. The outside, yeah, it's nice weather today. Okay, so thank you for watching today. I hope you will have a nice day. 再见. The next live streaming. Oh, something is fried. 对呀，我饿了。对呀，我已经饿了。So the next streaming is the Wednesday. The next Wednesday evening. Bye, adios. Thank you. Okay, I open a little, but you cannot see anything. Anyway. 好的，谢谢大家。OK。KO 了 it's 12点，12点。I put it here. Maybe I can see it here. OK， 谢谢大家，拜拜，再见。Yes, I can see it here. 这里。OK， 再见，拜拜。How can I close this one?